stadiums that they're turning into FEMA camps. There's a lot of dome stadiums around the United States that's not even being used. You got them in Atlanta, you got them in Michigan, you got them in Texas, you got them in Indiana. You got a lot of dome stadiums that's not even being used by the facilities that play the sport: football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why are they there? Why are there so many dome stadiums being built and vacated? Well, I'll tell you what my theory is. They are FEMA camps. They are future FEMA homes for the dissidents, for the masses of people in the United States of America that are not aligned with the corporation called the United States government. And they are used to therefore put people away, to cause them all kind of harm, and they are going to deal with folks as much as possible. Now, you can believe it or not, and I hope that I'm telling you a lie. I really hope that what I'm saying is not the truth, but for the matter of fact, it is the truth, because if you look at it, you got stadiums like in Atlanta and in Indianapolis and in Houston that are perfectly good dome stadiums that could still be used to play football games, baseball games, basketball games, hockey games, and house concerts and conventions. But why are they not being used? They're not there just to collect dust. That's one thing I do know. They're there because they have something in mind. And what they have in mind is using them to incarcerate the people in the United States of America, the masses, who are citizens of America but are not citizens of the United States government. There's two countries. Well, I should say there's one country and there's one state. The United States is a consolidated union of all of the states in the union under the law, which is called federal law or state law. The American country is a country of independent states that fall up under no law of the federal government. It is exempt from the United States corporation called the United States government, which is a legal corporation that owns nothing. It has nothing to do whatsoever with any sovereignty. It has no legal right to any land in this country at all. But basically because the people in the country don't know the law and they don't know who they are, they get away with it all day long. But these FEMA camps that are erecting all over the United States are real. They are dangerous. They are not just there just to be there. They are real. And anybody thinks that they're not is a fool. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people don't understand that these government facilities are there to break down the morale of people. Now, like I was saying before, the dome stadiums are there. Why are they there? They're there because they are used and will be used to entertain you, but not entertain you the way you've been used to them entertaining you. They're there to put you inside of and incarcerate you, remove what little rights you do have. You won't have any rights at all anyway. And you won't have any there, you don't have any now. Take your money away, which you don't belong to anyway. You don't own the money, you don't own the land, you don't own yourself, you don't own nothing. And this is not color. This is not based off of color. This is based off of facts. It's based off of natural facts. The color game is almost over. It's only was used as a dissident, as a diversionary tactic, as something to divide and conquer, to move your mind away from the real deal of what's going on in this corporation called the United States. Okay, so you cannot use the black thing, the white thing, the brown thing, the yellow thing, the red thing. It's going to be the human thing. Either you are or you're not. Either you are a sovereign or you're not. That's what it basically comes down to. And if you're not sovereign, and you don't know the law, and you don't understand who you are, you messed up. You really messed up. So what I'm saying is this. It doesn't really matter whether you believe it or not. And I hope this is just a conspiracy theory, because I would really hate for our people, our old and young people, to be led to the slaughterhouse, like they say it happened in Nazi Germany in the 30s and the 40s, and incarcerated, and walking around the Dome Stadium with no clothes on, and urinating, and having your feces drop to the ground. Now those stadiums can hold 70 to 75,000 for games. They can hold even more than that to incarcerate our behinds, because they can use the field, the lower field, to put thousands more in place. You can put aircraft carriers in these places, buses. You can put airplanes, transfer trucks, 18-wheelers. You can put barracks. You can use these dome stadiums for whatever you want to use them for. They're multi-purpose. That's why they call it multi-purpose. And not multi-purpose just because you can put a baseball team in there, a football team in there, a basketball team in there, and a hockey team in there. They're multi-purpose because you can put human beings in there. You can bury people there. You can imprison people there. You can do anything you want to do in those places, and there's nothing that you can do about it, because you are declared an entity in the state of emergency, COINTELPRO. You are on the martial law, a wannabe. You are a dissident. You are a troublemaker. You are called a minority. You are not a major. You are a minority. You are a being that is not human. Okay? A being that's not human. So anytime you think that you got it going for you, and you think that this is a lie, this is a joke, and all this stuff that's happening is some kind of cliche, it's a game, this man is stupid, he's talking crazy, he's out of his head. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm stupid. But it's better to be stupid than be dumb to the point that you're going to ignore warning signs of danger when you're living in perilous times. I mean, look, it's gotten so bad that they selected a non-politician for the presidency. It doesn't really matter whether he's a politician or not, because all of them are actors and all of them are pawns in the game anyway. They're pawns in the game anyway. But the thing about it is with Donald Trump is just showing you right here and there where he's at, what side he's on. He's not trying to fake a damn thing. He's not trying to make you feel insecure. He's not trying to make you feel secure. He's just telling you what it's all about. And if you can't deal with it, that's you. If you can't deal with where he's at and what he's about, then forget it. Because let me tell you something right now. He's going to have his. He got his. And he's going to be secure because he works for the establishment. He's protected by the international community because he knows who he is. You and me, on the other hand, don't know who we are. I mean, you got people walking around talking about going back to Africa. How can you go somewhere where you never came from? Not only that, let me put it this way. How can you go to Africa? How can you call yourself African when that's not who you are? You're going somewhere that don't even exist for you because you're not African and it's not Africa. Africa is named after European. It's not named after the indigenous people over there. They don't even own their own land. They don't own the countries they live in. Africa is controlled by the Chinese, the Japanese, the Indians, and the Europeans still. Yeah, because it's a European continent. When they named it Africa, they took it away from the people that lived there, that were born there. Think about it. Same thing in America. We own nothing here because the country that we are from, that is our natural inhabitant, is run by the United States. The United States government corporation on this apparatus, okay? Has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with your freedom. There's never been a war fought in this country, the United States, has ever been for the common man. All wars have been fought for corporations to keep the corporation strong. So why do you think these big dome stadiums are standing up there like they are, looking all pretty and some are looking ugly, empty, collecting dust? Somebody's paying the taxes on them. Believe me, in the United States of America, these stadiums are not standing there without having a purpose. There's a purpose for them. You may not know what it is. You may know, but don't want to believe because your belief system takes over your knowledge and the facts. But your belief system is not going to save you because your belief system is flawed. And your belief system is not even yours. Your belief system belongs to the people in control of your very life that control your brain. They got your brain tapped. You don't have no brain. They got your brain tapped. They got water on the brain. They done found water on your brain, okay? So come on now. Let's stop being stupid. Okay, let's don't be stupid and crazy and out here crazy, fairy haired and thinking that, well, I'm white. My skin is my pale skin. What does that matter? Pale skin? That doesn't mean anything. You are used because your skin is pale to only bring about a diversionary tactic. You're used just like the man with melanated skin. You're both in the same field together. You're both in the same box. But this person over here is used as a token or totem pole to keep this one down or keep this one distracted. Okay? But when it all goes down, when it's all said and done, both of you are slaves. It always has been slaves. So the next time you see them dome stadiums and you all up in the air about the big dome stadiums that most of them are in such good position, people can live in them with luxury. Those stadiums are better equipped and in better shape than most houses that people live in. I mean the ones that nobody's playing in. The ones that are sitting there without having any functions going on in them. If most people had homes that was in that good a shape, they'd be thinking they was a Rockefeller or a Rothschild. I'm telling you. So those big dome stadiums that they got around this country of America, they're there for a reason. They're there to therefore put you away, to incarcerate you, even to bury you if they have to. Just like these big Walmart stores and and buildings that's being shut down. And you don't see where they're bringing that out, where the stuff going. There's only one or two things that can be done. It can evaporate in thin air, the merchandise, what they have in the store, or it can be put underground. Okay? So think about it. Think about the situation. Think about it. Don't be naive, because by being naive have cost us a lot. A lot. FEMA is real. FEMA is just as real as death. Wake up, deadheads, wake up.